This Prezi is on specific directions for creating the definition mode box, filling in the box, and for the making meaning box. So let's go through this. This is just like any other presentation. I'm just going to click play. It's very similar to PowerPoint, just a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, I think. So the first thing is on definition mode. This is a way to learn relevant meanings for vocabulary words. So here's the procedure, and you may want to take notes on this. First thing you do, like we said on the read page, is to use the internet or those widgets to define the word. The second step is to extrapolate pieces of information that are descriptive. These phrases or words are called supporting details and are placed in the attributes column. If you are looking at the Google site on the do page, you will see this box. Okay, you will see what I'm talking about. So you can listen to me or watch this Prezi at the same time, take notes, and then go back to what you're doing on the do page of the Google site. Okay, the third thing is to use the WH questions that we've talked about in class. Who, what, when, why, how. These help to define the attributes. Fourth step is to evaluate the attributes and decide on the main idea or category for each. Next, you're going to, in your own words, piece together that information to come up with a defining sentence. So defining sentence number 1 should link the vocabulary word with one of the following verbs: is, was, were, or are. Then the word that is used to link the category words to the attributes. I'm going to show you an example. The words I'm going to use are capitalism and socialism. Okay, so if we can back up, let me see, this goes through, let me see if it will back up. Okay, it's just going through all of them. Let me see if I can go back, I'm sorry. Okay, so here we see a full screen. This is similar to what you're going to make on your own in Google Drawing. So up top here is the word, the vocabulary word, the main idea, and the attributes column. So the word, this says what is capitalism, and so capitalism is, we inserted one of those verbs. The main idea is that it's an economic system. We added that, so it's an economic system that is a means of production, it's privately owned, and it happens in the United States. Same with socialism. What is socialism? We asked our question. We said socialism is, it's an economic system, similar to capitalism, main idea. It's an economic system that, you could actually change that word that to an economic system that is based on, or an economic system where the government controls the majority of the business, happens in Venezuela. So you come down here, you see your defining sentences where you're putting all of this information together. Okay, so defining sentence number 1 says capitalism is the economic system that allows for, so see how we're interjecting words to make the sentences more complete. It allows for privately owned businesses and industries. The United States has this type of economy. You can make 2 sentences, you can make 1 sentence if it's not a run-on. Defining sentence number 2 is about socialism. It says socialism is the economic system that is based on, so there again we interjected some words to make the sentence more whole. It is based on the government controlling all the industry and business, and Venezuela has this type of economy. So next task you'll do is you'll fill in the making meaning boxes. This is a way of understanding vocabulary through examining synonyms, antonyms, pictures, and relevant sentences. So here is the procedure. Number 1, it's to discuss the word as it appears in written or oral context. Where have you heard this word before? That's what we're getting to. Number 2, write the word in the center of the web. If you look at the example that I'm going to give you, or if you look at the Do page on the Google site, you'll see that there is a box with a web. This is similar to the organizational charts that we've done in class before. So write the word in the center of the web in the circle part. Step 3 is to look up the word in the dictionary, then in a thesaurus. Select 2 synonyms that you're most familiar with. Select 2 antonyms that you are most familiar with. Remember that synonyms are words that mean the same thing as the vocabulary word that you're given, and antonyms are words that mean the opposite. Step 6 is to write the synonyms in the boxes attached to the web on the left side, and then you're going to write the antonyms in the boxes attached to the web on the right side. Please note that if you cannot find 2 synonyms and 2 antonyms, you can go with all synonyms. You don't have to do the antonyms. But let me tell you that finding antonyms or finding the opposites of the words really helps solidify the meaning in your brain. Step number 8 is to draw a picture representation of the word in the bigger box on the right side. So this goes right next to the web. It's going to be kind of hard for you to draw in Google Drawing a picture of the word. Sometimes it's sort of abstract. So if you want to, you can insert a picture from clip art or Google Images. Just make sure that the picture is copyright free. Usually whatever's on Google Images, unless it says it's copyright free. Okay, write 2 different sentences in the sentences box on the bottom. These are the longer boxes on the bottom. So you write 2 different sentences. Each sentence should contain 10 to 12 words each, and you're going to be using the vocabulary word in 2 different ways. Next, you're going to write the part of speech, or the parts of speech, because some words have more than one, in the small box under the picture. So it's just going to say verb or noun or whatever the part of speech is, whatever kind of word it is. Okay, again, okay, here is my template. This is what you're going to see on the Google page. This is the web that I was talking about. The vocabulary word goes in the middle, synonyms on the left, antonyms on the right, pictorial representation of the word, part or parts of speech, and the 2 ways you're going to use this word in a sentence. Okay, so here's my example. I used the word force. So 2 synonyms, push and coercing, and then 2 antonyms, let and leave alone. Okay, it's a verb. Here I'm using it as a verb. If you were to choose different synonyms or antonyms that were maybe adjectives or adverbs, then you would have to add that in there. Okay, so the sentence I used was the tow truck pulled up on the car's bumper and forced it forward. That's one way of using it. And then another way is the man thought the attorney was coercing him to state false information. So from this, maybe you didn't know what coercing meant before, but now you know that it means the same as force. So not only are you learning the word in the middle of the web, but you're learning all of these words as well. So it's kind of like quadrupling your vocabulary with one little box. Okay, so that's the end of this Prezi. So now you should be able to go and fill out. What I want from you is 10 of these. 10 of these. So you choose 10 of the vocabulary words to make this making meaning box out of, and then 10 to do the definition mode box, which we just saw. Okay, now you should be able to go do that.